Oh, that literally may well come back to bite him at some point. Pete Dunne has taken his eyes off Jimmy Havoc. I think that's a mistake. Oh, Canadian Destroyer! Let's call that a Camden Destroyer. Go for the Acid Rainmaker! He got the Acid Rainmaker! Dunne is out! Dunne is out, the middle ring's out cold! He's got this one! Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Wait, look at the ring in the corner! Sabu isn't waiting till Sunday! He just cracked Jimmy Havoc in the head with a chair! Scarborough's called for the bell! Well, Jimmy Havoc has won the match by disqualification. There's a subtle irony. But in the middle of the ring, ECW legend, one of the most hardcore of the hardcore, one of the true innovators, and he is stabbing Jimmy Havoc in the forehead. Sabu couldn't wait the 4 days until Super 8. Someone needs to take that off him. Jimmy Havoc has been pierced several times now. And with the chair once more cracking off the skull. But look at Jimmy Havoc. Jimmy Havoc, we told you, one of the most resilient people ever in IPW. And Sabu and Jimmy Havoc are going out and they're trying to split these two up. But if this is a taste of what's coming at Super 8, you cannot afford to miss that. How are you going to stop Jimmy Havoc? Hello everyone and welcome to IPW's UK Super 8 2017. Thank you so much for joining us around the world on Facebook and on the International Wrestling Network. We are here in the beautiful Angel Centre in Tunbridge. And at this time, I would like to welcome my esteemed colleague for this evening, the Twisted Genius, Mr. Dean Ellis.
Thank you very much, Ricky, and my goodness me, what a contest, what a UK Super 8 tournament we have got for the first time ever. Every single competitor in the tournament is a former champion here in IPW. One piece of news that has just filtered through. Paul Robinson is not here. I don't want to imagine what kind of trouble he's got himself in this time. However, we have drafted in a very, very suitable replacement in the former Z-Force champion himself, Rob Sharp. So that will be a very different challenge for Andy Simmons.
But also we have the huge main event coming your way later. It will be Sabu versus Jimmy Havoc in a no-holds-barred contest. And Jimmy Havoc is looking for revenge after the attack that Sabu hit on him a few days ago in Milton Keynes.
I'll tell you something, Jimmy Havoc has been patrolling backstage looking for Sabu. I do not envy our security guys trying to keep these two people apart. Anyway, without further ado, let's go to ringside, let's go to Chris Hatch, our MC, and let's kick off the UK Super 8 2017.
The following contest is an opening round match in the 2017 UK Super 8 tournament, and it is set for one fall. Introducing first, country. He's big, he's bad, he's Dave Mastiff!
And here comes my pick for this whole tournament, Ricky Slatter. Big bad Dave Mastiff, 22 stone of angry black country man.
Surely you've got to agree with what some of the people have been saying on Facebook, Dean, that Dave Mastiff is walking into the Super 8 this year as the odds-on favourite.
He's the odds-on favourite because people like me are backing him to win it.
And introducing his opponent. Accompanied to the ring by Lewis Howley and James Castle, representing the collective, Sammy Smooth!
Sammy Smooth, of course, it was the winner of the last Super 8 and is also a former two-time IPW All England champion. So although we are saying we think Dave Mastiff may well be an odds-on favourite, Sammy Smooth has form in the Super 8.
Sammy Smooth has indeed been there and done it. But so's this man right there, Dave Mastiff, a former IPW champion, a former tag champion here in IPW, and of course the first man in 30 years to win the heavyweight championship of World of Sport Wrestling. However, the numbers game is certainly in the favour of Sammy Smooth there with the collective.
Of course, he is flanked, as you say, Dean, by the IPW Tag Team Champions. They, of course, beat D&D at Super Show 11.
Hey, he's one of the champions as well. Don't forget, they've initiated the so-called Freebird rule. Any two of the three can defend those belts. So Sammy Smooth is a current reigning champion just as much as Castle and Howley are.
Of course, Dave Mastiff, no stranger to gold here in IPW, former world and tag champion with Jack Storm.
Jack Storm, indeed, yes.
Sammy Smooth, in my opinion, quite wisely, rolling out to ringside here. Really does want to think about a game plan here, Dean, against the man, the size and experience of Dave Mastiff.
Well, Mastiff is going to want to win, or both of these guys, they're going to want to win and win it quickly because this is the first match. We've got four first round matches all in the first half. So the quicker Mastiff can win, the longer a break he's got.
And that is a very good point, well made, Dean, because if Mastiff can clear Sammy Smooth off his calendar right here and now, he's got the rest of the evening to rest.
Exactly, and here we go, Mastiff. Finally, the numbers game catches up with him. But he's got a huge weight advantage. You know, 22 stone, that's 308 pounds against 170 pounds of Sammy Smooth.
Sammy Smooth, I think here, he's going to have to stick and move, in my opinion, Dean, if he's going to want to win this contest. But look what happens when you move.
22 stone of Dave Mastiff just drop kicked Sammy Smooth right in the face. Oh, man, I felt that from here. I'll tell you something. If Dave Mastiff hits that cannonball, no one is getting up. You could count to 100, and that's what Mastiff will be looking for. So Sammy Smooth needs to stay out of the corners, and just as you said, Ricky, stick and move is the key to things for him.
You could see there that almost like Dave Mastiff was pushing him towards that corner, and Sammy Smooth knew the danger. Of course, Sammy Smooth, former IPW Tag Team, well, he's not former, he's current Tag Team Champion. Dave Mastiff, former champion.
And also, Smooth was a two-time All England title holder. He held that belt for over a year.
As we've already mentioned on this broadcast, every single person in the Super 8 this year is a former champion, including the return of Luke Flash Phoenix, former Tag Team Champion, coming back for the first time in 10 years, Dean.
Oh, Luke Dragon Phoenix, I can't wait to see him. He is going to be awesome. Well, that's coming up later on. In fact, the luck of the draw is that he has got the fourth match. Oh, drop kick to the knee, and this is smart from Sammy Smooth.
Only a 2 count, says referee Tom Scarborough.
Just want to say to everyone watching on Facebook Live, this is a taster of what you can see if you subscribe to the International Wrestling Network at iwnlive.net, just $4.99 a month. It'd be great to hear from you. Tell us where in the world you are watching us from. Use the hashtag on social media of UK Super 8. You can see it on your screen.
Huge elbow from the top. Smooth could have Mastiff here. Only a one off a move like that.
Just a 1 count. And look at Sammy Smooth's face.
He's beginning to question himself already, I think, Dean. The fact that Dave Mastiff kicked out of that elbow from the top, a count of 1, not even a 2.
I mean, Dave Mastiff is terrifying. And look at this amazing quality high definition pictures, Dave Mastiff looks even more terrifying in high definition. And this sold out Angel Center crowd is right behind him.
The numbers game hasn't done too much to Mastiff at the moment, Dean. You've got to wonder if that's going to come into play before this match comes to an end. But right now, Smooth is on the ascendancy.
Oh.
And that got stopped.
That's the curse of the commentator right there.
That is the curse.
Oh, man. That's going to crack a rib or two. And that's going to crack a couple more.
Oh, wait a minute. Lewis Howley. Oh, Lewis Howley. He thought better of it, Dean.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Boot to the face, and Mastiff just stood there and German suplex him. Oh, man.
Oh, no, he's in trouble. Oh, my goodness me.
Oh, man, he's not getting up. You can count to 100.
He's out of here.
Here is your winner, advancing to the final, Dave Mastiff!
Wow. Now you see why Dave Mastiff is the smart money choice for the UK Super 8 2017.
And like you said, Dean, he's now got the whole rest of the evening off. He can rest all the way till the main event.
Yep. Luck of the draw.
A huge win there by Dave Mastiff, advancing to the finals of UK Super 8. We're going to keep going with the second contest, the second of the first round matches. It is going to be RJ Singh, Dean, going 1-1 against former IPW Tag Team Champion Danny Duggan.
Yeah, we are having the whole of our first round in the first half of this show, and then because we are moving things forward, we're moving so quickly here in IPW. We're not going to mess around with semi-finals, Ricky. We are going to have a four-way elimination final. So every winner of their first round matches goes straight into the final, and as you said, that means Dave Mastiff has got himself a nice long break. Up now, Singh and Duggan. This is going to be experience for youth. Let's go to ringside. Let's get this match on the road.
Following contest is an opening round match in the 2017 UK Super 8 tournament. Introducing first, he is the King, RJ Singh!
RJ Singh, former IPW All England champion, former IPW Tag Team champion with the Bangor Knights. Can he add the big one? If he wins the UK Super 8 here today in Tunbridge, he will get that shot at IPW Glory at Undisputed December 17th.
Opponent from Croydon, Surrey, this is Danny Duggan!
Danny Duggan, former tag team champion, two-time tag team champion with Kieran Donnelly in D&D, which of course is no more. But he is definitely on a roll here in IPW. Okay, the results haven't gone his way through no fault of his own, through shenanigans, let's call it. But it's a definite youthly experience vibe going on here. We've got Danny Duggan in his third year as a pro, RJ Singh in his 16th year.
That is a bit of a mismatch on paper when it comes to experience. But this is the UK Super 8. So anything can happen. It takes one fall, one quick roll up, one quick look of a submission move, and the experience could go out the window.
And let's face it, with the way this tournament's been formatted this year, you just need 2 wins. 2 wins, and then you've got yourself an IPW World title match. And that match will be against our new world champion, Moose.
That is high stakes indeed. That will be on the IWN, the International Wrestling Network. That will be December 17th. Join us if you can in Rochester. Tickets are still available. Go to ipwuk.bigcartel.com to secure your tickets. If you can't make it, you're going to miss out. You don't have to miss out completely. You can catch us on IWN.
Just £4.99 a month, Ricky.
That's a bargain.
Bargain.
Even the banker would consider that a good deal, I think.
Absolutely. Like I said, we'd love to know where in the world you're watching us from. Use the hashtag UK Super 8. You can see on the screen here. Duggan now in control. He is the heavier man by a good 20 pounds or so, leaning that weight down on the shoulder of RJ Singh.
This is going to have quite a lot of significance to Danny Duggan, surely, Dean, because obviously where he's now no longer with Donnelly, no longer has that tag team gold. Surely this is the time where he's going to be pushing for that singles glory. Surely this is his moment to break out.
Absolutely. He has said that he wants 2018 to be his year in the singles ranks. What better way than to get yourself a title shot right at the end of 2017? Set yourself up for the next year.
2018 could be the year of Danny Duggan, but it could also be another year for RJ Singh. Could be his year here again in IPW. As we said, former All England champion and former tag team champion.
Don't write off the value of it.
I think that's that experience on show there, right there, Dean. The way that Singh had arched Duggan into that pinning move, it showed that Singh knew exactly where he was, exactly where his opponent was. Tried to maybe break the hold in some way by trying to go for the pinfall, forcing Duggan to try something else, and here he goes with something else.
Well, the thing with that move is you go from suddenly, let's see here, you go from applying that headlock to suddenly making sure your shoulders aren't down and your entire focus changes.
Singh, beautiful float over, catches Duggan in the waistlock, it is reversed. Singh gets the better of that exchange, Dean. Oh! A beautiful counter by Duggan. Hooks the look, hook and steal here. Only 2.
He didn't press down on those shoulders enough. He was too busy hooking the leg. There's where the inexperience shows.
Oh, goodness me, what a kick. Knee just wiped out Duggan. Singh's in position. Only a 2.
And you know, this time in a normal match for Danny Duggan, he'd be looking to make a tag. This is where he's got to adapt himself back to being a singles wrestler.
And you mentioned the experience, and that surely comes into play because, as we said, RJ, beautiful German. Suplex by Duggan. As we've said before, as you've mentioned, RJ Singh, former tag team champion himself, so he has that tag game and the singles game.
Indeed, he's won everything apart from the world title, which is the one thing he can get if he wins the UK Super 8.
Speaking of world titles, we do have Jimmy Havoc, former IPW World Champion holder, against Sabu. That is coming up not that far away, so don't go anywhere. That is going to be a huge no-holds-barred contest outside of the Super 8.
That's going to be crazy. That's going to be absolutely crazy. And now Duggan stretching out the ribs and the intercostals, I believe they are called.
Intercostals. I don't know half as much of anatomy as I think you do, Dean. So I'm going to go with you on that one. Singh's ascending. The speed he got up to that top rope, Dean.
Oh, man. Didn't get all of it, but he got enough of it right on the arm of Danny Duggan.
That is going to surely affect the power game of Duggan. If he's got one bad arm, he's going to find it very hard to lift RJ Singh in the air.
Well, he's just had 171 pounds of RJ Singh crash down on it, so it's a very valid point, Ricky. And those 3 clotheslines have really slowed Duggan down. Look at him slumped in the corner. Prime for the knee strike.
It's the Bulldog. Duggan is down, and it's RJ Singh on the verge of joining Big Bad Dave Mastiff in the IPW UK Super 8 final.
He's going for the camel clutch, that ethnic submission as he calls it. Duggan did his homework.
Ankle lock applied. RJ Singh is a long way from the ropes here, Dean. He's almost dead center of the ring. The pain is beginning to seep its way through the leg, the ankle, all of those muscles and bones twisting at the hands of Duggan. Reaching for the rope, just gets it.
Duggan pulls him away, and I think, yep, Scarborough lets it stand. Small package attempt, just a 2 count.
Beautiful counter there by Singh, getting the legs down. No!
I thought that was it. But look at these sneaky little pin attempts from RJ Singh. There's where the experience is showing.
As you've said, Dean, all it takes is one quick pinfall or submission, and that is going to advance you straight to the final. That experience is coming very handy for RJ Singh.
Oh, man, just when Duggan thought he counted him.
And it's over.
And the super kick sees him off.
Here is your winner, advancing to the final, RJ Singh!
RJ Singh getting the crowd here in Tunbridge. Give a round of applause for Danny Duggan. That's great sportsmanship from the King.
Well, he's been a long time since RJ Singh has been in Tunbridge, and you can see how much this means to him. So we've got half of our final set now.
A huge win there for RJ Singh, who now advances into the finals of the UK Super 8 2017. And we're going to keep going with the third of the first round matches now, Dean. And it is going to be the replacement for Paul Robinson. Former Z-Force champion Rob Sharp going one-on-one against former IPW World Champion Andy Simmons.
Huge blow for Andy Simmons, because he is prepared for Paul Robinson, a man he knows well. Now all of a sudden Rob Sharp's in the mix, and Sharp could just sneak in and win this whole thing. Let's go ringside. It's time for Simmons versus Sharp.
The following contest is an opening round match in the 2017 UK Super 8 tournament. Introducing first, from Quiverville, Rob Sharp!
So the former Z-Force champion Rob Sharp, a very late addition here to the UK Super 8. What a huge opportunity this is for him.
Are you a football fan?
Am I a football fan?
Are you a football fan?
I'm a Liverpool fan. Does that count?
No, we'll give you that. Do you remember the European Championships of 1992 when Yugoslavia were booted out and Denmark took their place at the last minute and won the whole damn thing? Rob Sharp could be Denmark.
He could be Denmark. That's fantastic.
I think Andy Simmons' music alone tells you he's not in a good mood.
Denmark versus Portsmouth.
And his opponent, he is a former two-time IPW World Champion, Andy Simmons!
The last time that Andy Simmons was in IPW was actually in this very building. He beat Grado, but then lost to Paul Robinson in an IPW title match. I think that was that. I think that might have been. It wasn't last year. I do apologise. It was 2014. Andy Simmons hasn't been here for quite a while.
And I'll tell you something, Andy Simmons, two-time former world champion, and in those two reigns, he carried this company on his back. He built this company up, and now he's got a chance to return. What a glorious return, and straight into Rob Sharp.
Before the bell had even been called, Dean, Andy Simmons looking to make a statement. Well, you said he'd be at a disadvantage, Dean, because he couldn't prepare for Rob Sharp. If that is the case, he is certainly not showing it here.
It's the commentator's
It's the commentator's curse. Denmark strikes back.
And Sharp now in control.
Simmons hangs Sharp on the rope, momentarily dazing him. Oh, come on, Sabra's got to get in there.
And Andy Simmons, much like RJ Singh, he debuted in 2001. He's a 16-year pro. We've seen already how the experience edge gave RJ Singh the advantage against Danny Duggan. Will history repeat itself here?
It's a very interesting point, Dean. There is definitely experience, but I think the height possibly goes to Rob Sharp, I would say. He looks like he's got a good few inches at least, probably about 6'4", I'd say, where Simmons is just shy of 6 foot, isn't he? I believe he's just shy of 6 foot.
He's a little bit shy of 6 foot. I don't want to belittle this man. He is a giant in the ring. He has beaten all creatures great and small in his 2 IPW World title reigns. There's nothing that Rob Sharp can throw at Andy Simmons that Simmons hasn't seen before, trust me.
Well, you say that, Dean. I have seen Rob Sharp in a contest where he slammed a man on condoms and jelly babies. I'm not sure Andy Simmons has had that pleasure.
Okay, you make a point there.
Simmons in control at the moment. Only a 2, says referee Tom Scarborough.
Simmons has previously faced men like Goldust and AJ Styles. He's not going to be perturbed by having a guy like Rob Sharp as his opponent at the last minute.
But then if it comes to a case of resilience, which this contest could come down that way, Rob Sharp, when he was Z-Force champion, to win that, he actually had to go over a 6-man gauntlet. He survived 3 men to win the title. So he has got a recent pedigree of being able to go the distance if it's required. And that is exactly what the Super 8 is about. It's not just one match he's got to win, he'd have to win at least 2.
Yeah. And you got to think, Rob Sharp, he just lost that Z-Force title. He would love to have a world title shot. Similarly, Andy Simmons, 2-time champion, he would love nothing more than to be a 3-time champion over the space of 2 decades.
Beautiful suplex by Rob Sharp, and Simmons at the moment, the former 2-time champion, is out of sorts. What a feather in the cap. What a year. What a year it would be for Rob Sharp to not only grab the Z-Force Championship. It's going for the sharp ending here, Dean.
If he hits this, he's surely put him away, and Simmons knew about it.
Oh, he's got him!
And Simmons has pretty much stolen the victory from right under the nose of Rob Sharp.
Here is your winner, advancing to the final, Andy Simmons!
And he dabs to celebrate.
That was experience, I think, Dean. I think you were right all along. Jackknifing Rob Sharp at the right time to get the quick win.
Sharp was in control of the match, and Simmons just snuck in there with a pinfall that got the win.
Andy Simmons progresses to the finals of the UK Super 8, where he joins Dave Mastiff and RJ Singh. But coming up now is our final qualifier for that match. It will be the return.
Hold on a minute. Hang on.
What's something?
Are you?
Wait.
Are you sure? Are you absolutely? This is definitely happening now. Okay. I have just had, Chris, you might want to hear about this. I have just had word in my ear. Basically, they can't keep Sabu and Havoc away from each other long enough. We're going to our main event right now because we don't want trouble in the back. We're going to have to have our final first round match later. We are going. This is Sabu and against Havoc. Chris, it's over to you.
The following contest is a singles match set for one fall. And it is no holds barred. Accompanied to the ring by Super Genie. He is suicidal, homicidal, genocidal, Sabu!
Did you ever think you'd see the day when Sabu arrived in IPW?
Well, I tell you what, Dean, I never thought it would happen, but not only has it happened, but as we've just had, it's absolute chaos here, I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen. There were people everywhere, there were people out here shouting, saying they have no idea what we were going to do about this. They couldn't pull them apart, Dean. The only thing they could do is just push them away from each other.
Ricky, I've been coming to Tunbridge for wrestling shows since 1995. I have never, ever known an atmosphere backstage like it. There was so much tension in the air. Sabu tried to blind Jimmy Havoc 4 days ago in Milton Keynes. And I've got to warn people, this is not for the squeamish. We've got the homicidal, genocidal, suicidal Sabu, and we've got the Tournament of Death 2017 winner, Jimmy Havoc. This isn't going to be drop toe, hold and arm drags.
And this is definitely going to be all about revenge. As you've just said, Milton Keynes just 4 days ago, Sabu viciously attacked Jimmy Havoc from behind with a spike, with a steel chair, as he was on the verge of putting away WWE UK champion Pete Dunne.
His opponent from Camden in London, he is the king of the goths, Jimmy Havoc!
And the reason that I wanted to bring up what happened in Milton Keynes is because you've got to wonder exactly how fresh is Jimmy Havoc going to be after the beating that Pete Dunne gave him and the sneak attack from Sabu.
Oh, look at his eyes, he's on a mission. He's on a mission, and there we go. Here we go, this is going to be chaos. You know, I almost feel sorry for Jimmy Havoc. He's had a bad autumn. He lost the world title. He got attacked by Sabu. He's been signed to a match in December against Abyss. You know, Jimmy Havoc's had better times. Oh man, that forearm nearly broke the jaw of Sabu. Sabu goes to the eyes.
Oh, straight away, it's no holds barred, Dean. Steel chair cracks off the skull of the former champion.
I've never known anyone throw chairs and throw them with the accuracy of this lunatic Sabu.
They don't call you suicidal, genocidal, homicidal, death-defying for no reason, I suppose.
Man. They're out of ringside. Please don't let them come over
Nobody
here.
is safe. I'm not safe. Dean, I'm hiding behind you. You've got more experience being a manager.
Thanks.
You know how to talk to them.
Oh, right in the eyes by Havoc.
Havoc has Sabu here this evening in what I'm sure will be an absolute war, but then he has Abyss in that Monsters Ball match, as you said, Dean, in Rochester on the 17th of December.
There's another chair straight between the eyes. The Super Genie throws them to Sabu. Sabu throws them in the face of Jimmy Havoc.
I was going to say that he was going to have that match against Abyss undisputed, and that was an undisputed chair shot that just cracked Havoc in the head.
Just look at the eyes of Sabu. The man's unhinged.
Oh, no.
He's deranged, and he's got himself a table propped up in the corner here. But in the time it took him to set that up, Havoc takes over on Sabu, warns the Super Genie to get the hell away, and she runs off with a couple of chairs in tow.
This is absolute chaos at ringside.
Oh, man.
Oh, they are right in front of it here, Dean.
I'm
I'm getting out of it. I'm getting out of it. Steel chair off Havoc's skull. Again from Sabu. And they are ascending up to the rampway here at the Angel Centre in Tunbridge.
We are stood up just so we can take evasive action if we need it.
We are safety first.
Oh,
no, wait a second. Not from there. No! Oh, goodness me! And the table didn't break. Sabu just threw Jimmy Havoc with extreme prejudice and extreme force.
Tom Scarborough trying to get them in the ring. Good luck with that one. This is a no-holds-barred match.
I'm not envying him. I never envy Tom Scarborough. I certainly don't today.
My heart is racing. We are too close to the action for comfort.
I feel somewhat comfortable. And I still haven't sat down. Going the Arabian clutch.
Campbell, the Arabian clutch, beg your pardon. A tribute to his uncle, the legendary original Sheik.
Goodness me. That echoed off every wall in this building, Dean.
Can Sabu, in this environment of all places, get himself a submission with that chair-assisted Arabian clutch, and now Havoc back in control? My God, my heart is racing.
I did think for a split second it might be our table that we're going through, Dean, I have to be honest.
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute. Looked like he was going to mock him into air, Sabu, but pokes him in the eye. That's classic Havoc.
Yeah, that's called a receipt for trying to stab Havoc's eye out in Milton Keynes. I mean, it's bad enough being in Milton Keynes, let alone having someone trying to blind you.
Quick shout out there to Milton Keynes. You're a beautiful town. As is Tunbridge. And right now Tunbridge is being treated to a no-holds-barred massacre between Havoc and Sabu.
And Havoc throws a chair at Sabu.
If you're enjoying what you're seeing on Facebook or on IWN right now, another chair to Jimmy Havoc. If you're liking what you see, tickets are still available. Havoc versus Abyss in the Monsters Ball, Rochester, December 17th. Go to IPWUK.bigcartel.com.
DDT on that steel chair. Could that be it?
Havoc hasn't moved, Dean.
Oh, he moved just in the nick of time.
He was a champion for 770 days. Never right out. Jimmy Havoc!
Oh, the Arabian face buster. And Havoc writhing in pain in the middle of the ring. Can Sabu get the pinfall? Havoc kicks out.
You can't hold the IPW World Championship for as long as Jimmy Havoc has without having an entire reservoir of energy at your disposal when it comes to resiliency. And it is on display here after a Death Valley driver. Oh, they're coming back here, Dean. He said somebody's going through it.
Please bring it in the ring. It's going in the ring.
I hope so. My health care does not cover me for that table.
Havoc setting that table up.
Oh, would you look at this, Dean?
Oh,
Stereo tables. Oh my goodness me! How do you make it bad? Make it worse.
Oh man. Havoc's going for the Rainmaker. What the hell? That's Abyss's music.
We said that Abyss was going to face Jimmy Havoc in Rochester on December 17th. And I'm telling you now, we're currently in October. What is Abyss's music doing? Oh, with the spike! With the spike right to the head of Jimmy Havoc, just like in Milton Keynes a few days ago. Steel chair off the skull of Jimmy Havoc. Havoc is in real trouble. And the ECW original is ascending the turnbuckle to the top. He's going for the Arabian Skull Crusher, Dean. Golly! Good golly, Miss Molly and the Natty Goats. Sabu has always sacrificed himself to take out Jimmy Havoc there. Havoc has not moved a single solitary inch. And that's it!
Here is your winner, Sabu!
What an absolute war between Sabu and Jimmy Havoc. Abyss's music hit out of nowhere, Dean, completely distracting Jimmy.
That was just unbelievable. Unbelievable. What a war we've just seen. Jimmy Havoc, okay, Sabu won, but Sabu had to win with some kind of distraction from, purportedly from Abyss. I mean, Sabu and Abyss have got a long history together. I don't know if they're in cahoots with this or what, but he needed a distraction to beat Jimmy Havoc.
Whoa!
Oh, and Havoc will not shake hands with Sabu.
To be fair, Dean, I think that's justified. Sabu snuck attack him in Milton Keynes and almost blinded him. Why would you shake a man's hand 4 days after he tried to blind you?
Exactly. Well, the winner of this is Sabu. What a crazy match we've had.
What an absolute war that was between Sabu and Jimmy Havoc here in Tunbridge. But now it's time for our interval match. So, without further ado, we'd like to present you Will Ospreay versus the villain Marty Scurll from NWA Fight Nation's War on the Shore. It was in Eastbourne. It was the end of a tournament in which Will Ospreay had to defeat Johnny Storm and Paul Robinson. And Marty Scurll had to defeat Andy Simmons and Doug Williams. Here is this incredible contest for you, live on Facebook and IPN.
mate. And that's exactly what he's doing. There we go. No!
Oh! That's an Irish trouble. Comes all over the kick. Trenton flips it inside out with a reverse flag enters, and the Osprey ascends to the outside ring. I've just kicked Marty Skull's head right off his shoulders. I am the weak commentating fast on his own. There is no other way. No other way.
I'm just going to get a word in here, am I? Let's be honest.
We will have to have some sort of sign, because this match is going to be so fast-paced, it may well indeed make us both delirious.
And there we go, look. Back in the ring. Bring it back in. Come on, guys.
Will Osprey takes my Skull back into the ring. Oh, this is such an anticipated contest. We've been waiting for it ever since May. Oh! Huge drop kick. My Skull holding its head and playing hooks the leg. Osprey, not even a one count really there. Straight out, it's going to be far too early for either man. Especially, Steve, when you consider how much prestige is in the NWA and how much it would mean to the career of one of these two men to be the first ever
British NWA. British heavyweight champion.
He's going for it, he's got the tornado DDT! He went for it, Steve!
Stopped it.
He went for it! He's going for the flying answers again! Oh, he kicked him! He kicked him in the way down!
Did you see that?
My word! Upside down, look at that! And Hoskins almost got to free that, Steve. Early days, but my word, it was almost over in a heartbeat. Oh, did you see that ring shake there, Steve?
My God.
Well, the assassin may have hurt his back there. You said, Steve, you said the game plan here had to be ground the assassin, and that's exactly what Marty Skull looks to be doing, once again using the ropes for leverage to really deal the maximum impact on those body slams.
And he needs to do that. He needs to ground Will, you know, because once Will gets in the air traffic control can't control this woman.
It's the next he's got him up in the air. This is not where Marty Skull wants to be whatsoever. Look, Marty Skull, look at that's what Marty Skull. Steve Linscomb, have you ever seen a man go and remove that? That was absolutely incredible. Did he just break the fingers of Osprey?
And a cover.
Didn't hook the leg. That's a mistake. You're fighting for a belt. That's definitely a mistake when you're fighting for a belt.
The referee needs to stop this. Come on. Well, then, you know what? What can they do? It's a vacant title. It's a vacant title.
There's no disqualification. There is no disqualification in the sense that there will be no change of title hands because it's a vacant belt. So if there's a disqualification, it means the other person's going to become the champion.
Exactly. So you count outs.
Count outs will count as well. If Will Osprey was out there for count 10, Marty Skull will be the first NWA British heavyweight champion. And that could happen here, Steve. The assassin is on the floor. And then he's injured and lost him. I can't tell from here. Skull picking Osprey up and the count is on.
European uppercut.
Skull absolutely controlling the assassin here. And exactly right, Steve. Once again on the money. It's about grounding the assassin. If he gets that aerial offense, it's very, very unlikely Marty Skull will have a hang with him for too long. But if it goes to this, if it goes to that sort of groundwork game, I think Marty Skull is probably the favourite to win this.
But the referee needs to be lenient as well because if both contestants get counted out, what?
And that's the mission. We don't know. I literally do not know. I'm not making that up. That is not some sort of commentary trick, ladies and gentlemen. Honest to God, I have no idea what happens if this ends in a double count out, a double disqualification, or a double anything. I don't know what happens to the vote. We simply do not know. So it's imperative, like you say, that the referee does show a degree of leniency, given what's on the line.
Absolutely, absolutely. And a cover.
Oh, look at this. Marty Skull kept the momentum there. He saw, as soon as Osprey kicked out Marty Skull, it's absolutely no time. Oh my word! Oh.
He's bending him.
I'll tell you what, there's a lot of people in the world I'd like to trade places with occasionally. I would not like to be with Osprey right here, right now. That's not exactly candy flossing, Steve. Oh, look at he turns it right into a stretch. Look at that. Look at the torque. Look at the face of Osprey. In absolute agony here. We mentioned about the DQ count.
He's got the ropes. Yes, he's got the ropes.
Let's not forget, pinfall and submission. This is still a normal match, ladies and gentlemen. But with a huge
huge bonus to the winner. A pinfall or a submission, that will be enough. You've got to think Marty Skrull is wearing down those body parts. He's using submission moves, Steve, and we know what for.
Also as well, you've got to think that the adrenaline is going to be pumping through Will, you know what I mean? And, you know, sooner or later, aggression will take over and he'll fire up, you know. It's difficult for me because, you know, I like Marty Skrull, but I like Will Ospreay as well.
And that is something, if Steve Linsky is admitting he likes a guy who tends to be quite good, tends to be good with the fans, tends to not shout his mouth, but if Steve Linsky likes that person, it is a sign that that person truly is special at what they do. And that is exactly what we're seeing here, Steve. Two incredibly special. He leapt up and he slapped the taste right out of the villain's mouth.
Here could the tide be turning.
Look at these elbows, Steve.
Look at him.
He's literally trying to knock out Marty Skrull, and that would work. Knock him out, pin him. And the area assassin going right for it all. Oh my God, we'll let him run his neck. Marty Skrull capitalizes, man drops him right on his neck again, hooks it like this from the orphans. Whoa!
And that was close.
And Marty Skrull is beginning to really consider at this stage now.
That was close.
He is surprised by Ospreay. We saw Skrull get in Ospreay's face back at the first MMA Fight Nation in London. And we saw Marty Skrull, like you said earlier, Steve, as well. Marty Skrull, he seemed completely confident. There is no doubt in his mind. Maybe, just maybe, there are a few doubts circling around his mind.
That was close.
Ospreay trying to get back to a vertical basis, but make no mistake about it, Marty Skrull has had the better hand of this for a while now.
Exchanges now.
I mean, it's like he's firing up.
He's firing up now.
Marty Skrull gets the clothesline off the road, spin back. Oh my word!
Did he see that?
He's going for a point, he's over, folks! I went for them! Wow! He's back naked and into a roaring elbow! Climbs the jump rope, but Ospreay hooks him, kicks him, he did not to Paul Robinson! That's the move that sent him down Six Destroyer for Paul Ospreay in the final! What an exchange, Steve Linsky!
What are they going to do? They can't do a double countdown.
Their eyes are trying to breathe. Well, we said we don't know what will happen, Steve. And this audience have been stunned silent. They know exactly what it means. They are trying to clap both competitors to their feet, you've got to believe. They do not want this to end in a no contest. We want a champion. The fans want a champion. We all want to see somebody crowned.
And Will's the first to his feet.
Advantage goes to Ospreay, as you say, let's see just about first. Takes out Marty Skrull, and that head of steam is beginning to build, and the air assassin is beginning to start to fly around the ring. Here we go! Takes him inside on a flipping twisting enziguri, but the air assassin is now truly going hell, and Eastbourne is becoming absolutely mental here. As one of his feet shoulder first, and Marty Skrull.
New champion!
Assassin! No!
How did he kick out from that?
And Ospreay is in complete and utter disbelief, and I, for one, Steve, am completely with him.
I thought that was it.
Oh, I'm trying to catch my breath. He's got the Essex Destroyer! No! He got none of it! None of it. Right, let's go. Oh, my word. Oh, the Ospreay! Oh, the Ospreay Evans catches him! Picks with the cradle! Oh, Marty Skrull was almost tripped up by the cradle! What an incredible zone twisting!
How was he finding the strength to kick out of these moves?
Oh, Steve, if I was a woman, I would think I was going into labour. My word. Luckily, I don't think I'm a woman, but Eastbourne is seeing something truly, truly magical here tonight. And I am so glad and proud that we are sharing this moment with you, and whatever day, and whatever year you're watching this.
Is Will going to the top or what?
You cannot say you were there unless you were there, but you can say you have seen this. Is he going for that 630? Is he going to see?
I don't think there's enough height here.
Over a 450 off the second rope, but Marty Scurll caught it. Oh! That is a very, very European uppercut. It's got to be it, Steve. Oh,
Really?
and Marty Scurll jumps over the ropes, and he just chaos by right on the side of the head. That might have taken the last little bit.
He needs to cover him. He needs to cover him.
Oh my word, right on it, Steve. Spiked him! That's it, Steve! Surely! Yes! And the fans here cannot believe it, Steve!
I can't believe it.
Wow! They're getting fired up, the crowd are getting fired up, we're getting fired up. This is a giant bonfire!
And Marty Scurll must be going through his nuts at the minute.
Before we talk about the war on the shore, ladies and gentlemen, this is the heart of the battle. This is the heat, and the tanks are on the lawn, and the submarines and the atomic bombs have been moved into position. And Marty Scurll looks like he's calling for the chicken wing. This is how we got to the final. We're not spraying tail, no, it's reversing, Steve. What are they? What a counter after counter. Ospreay in real trouble. Snaps on the ball. Oh, Ospreay did not get him. And another uppercut by Marty Scurll. I'm losing my voice, but what I could imagine it's going. It's going to the top. He missed it again. What a fence it's again. Fence kick! Oh! Classic Marty Scurll. Oh, you super kick by Will Ospreay. Oh, no! Clothesline by Scurll towards him inside out. Scurll picks him up. Oh, huge move! That's the stunner. Oh, no! He's got him in the chicken ring. He's got him in the chicken ring. He hasn't got a lock, Steve. I'm physically locked.
No, he's saying no.
It's for the title. Turns him over. Steve, can you believe this? Champions crown? No! Ospreay!
OMG!
Ospreay was a hairline, Steve. I mean, literally one of my own hairs from my human head away from becoming the first NBA British Heavyweight Champion. Oh. Nobody says when they say main event, they don't lie. There's a reason they go on last, folks. The very, very best that this country can offer right now, here on display live for your pleasure. And for the run for the Essex Destroyer, this runs with it.
That's all right. The referee.
Almost said the referee. Oh, he gets let blow the assassin. He let blow him, Steve. He hit the DDT. He's hold on, oh no. Oh, it's a no. Not like this.
No.
He's going to the chicken wing now. Title's on the line! This is for the history! This is for the title! Scurll's got on title! Ospreay taps!
Oh my goodness.
Huge commiserations to the Errol Sabu Ospreay. He gave it his all until a little bit skullfuckery from Marty Scurll to over. But ladies and gentlemen, there it is. There's no way to deny it. Your NWA British Heavyweight Champion is none other than the villain, Marty Scurll.
Hello everyone, we are live on Facebook and on IWN. Thank you so much for continuing to join us. Yes,
What's the name of that
it's
network, Ricky?
IWN, not
IWN.
IPN. IWN. Thank you for joining us. And we are going to go straight into our fourth and final qualifier for the Super 8 2017. And it will be Luke Dragon Phoenix, not Flash as I said earlier, Luke Dragon Phoenix and Strangler Davis.
Now you got to say this has got a huge disadvantage. Whoever comes out of this, they were meant to be on when we had Sabu and Havoc, so we've had one match and we've had our interval, so we've essentially had 2 matches. They've got very little break, so it's a bad roll of the dice as such for whoever wins this, but I can't wait to see Dragon Phoenix. Let's hit the music. Let's bring these guys out for our last first round match in the UK Super 8 2017.
Come here.
Oh
The
man!
following contest is a first round match in the Super 8 tournament. Introducing first, making his return to IPW after 10 years, please welcome Luke Dragon Phoenix!
It is so good to see this guy back. 10 years away from the ring. He moved abroad. He's come back to the UK and he's trying to pick things up where he left off, which is a huge ask. But this guy, 10 years ago, was just one of the brightest young prospects, one half of the Dragon Hearts tag team with Spud. They won the IPW tag titles, and look where Spud is now. It makes you think, where could Luke Dragon Phoenix have been if he stuck around? Still, I hasten to add, still only 31 years old.
His opponent from Bromley South, this is Strangler Davis!
Former IPW Tag Team Champion, 3-time IPW Tag Champion, no less, of course, with Rob Lynch as one half of the London Riots. Very much his own man now. Strangler Davis stands at 6'1", and he is looking to become the final man in that big, huge main event of Super 8. Could win, Dean, a shot at the title in December at Rochester on the 17th.
Well, for both these men, it's something of a resurrection. Davis, as you say, has been one half of the London Riots for as long as anyone can remember. Rob Lynch is currently out of action, and Davis has taken up a new look, a new image as a singles wrestler. Strangler Davis, but look at this, Luke Dragon Phoenix, overwhelmed by the response he's got, kisses the canvas.
And there you see. Sorry, Dean, after you.
He's got to keep his emotions in check here, basically.
I mean, as you say, this is the big return in a sense for Luke Dragon Phoenix. 10 years, I can't imagine being away for somewhere for 10 years and then coming back. That's a decade away. So that emotion's got to be running through. He's got to be very happy to be back in an IPW ring, but he's got to control that emotion, because if he doesn't, he could squander a golden opportunity.
Yeah, and I was talking to him before the match, and he said, he was worried that people wouldn't know who he was. Well, the reaction he's got coming out, people most definitely remember who Luke Dragon Phoenix was.
Of course, the winner of this contest is going to join Dave Mastiff, RJ Singh,
and Andy Simmons.
Thank you, Dean. And Andy Simmons in our main event this evening to determine IPW World #1 contender for Rochester, IPW Undisputed. You can see that, of course, on the IWN, and come and see us in person. Get tickets now.
The only place in the UK you can see Austin Aries. First appearance since leaving the WWE. Exclusive to IPW on the 17th of December, but here we go. There will be a feeling out process, because this is obviously the first time these two have ever met.
Who would you say in this contest, Dean, that has got the more pressure on them? Is it Luke Phoenix, where he's been away from so long? Or is it Strangler Davis, where he's without Rob Lynch by his side, trying to get some singles glory? Who's got the more pressure?
I think there's more pressure on Davis, because if Luke Dragon Phoenix loses this, people will just say, well, the guy's been away for 10 years, he needs to build himself back up again. Whereas with Davis, yes, he's in a singles match, but he did have singles matches when he was part of the London Riots. He's been wrestling all this time, so you'd have to think, he's sharp. There's no ring rust on him. There's 10 years of ring rust on Luke Phoenix. So, my money on this match will most definitely be on Strangler Davis.
Because he's got the current form.
Yeah.
Davis certainly in the commanding position right now. He's pretty much controlled the tempo of this match.
Davis getting Phoenix to run around, trying to just test his cardio, this stage of the game.
I mean, one of the things that you highlighted a few minutes ago was how much of a disadvantage both competitors are, because at this stage in the evening, they've still got at least one match to go if they want to win. And I wonder if that's why you're seeing such quick covers from Luke Phoenix. He understands, as I think everybody does, you're going to have to win two.
Yeah.
You've got to get it over and done with if you can.
Definitely. Man,
Goodness.
Well, you heard that. I heard that. Everyone heard that.
That is...
Oh! I'm sure he didn't used to chop like that. Having said that, Luke Dragon Phoenix has a... Oh, man, Spink, I was going to say he's got a Muay Thai and karate background, and he's using those feet to good effect.
Davis wisely out of the ring. Oh, maybe not so wise!
Front row getting a taste of the action. I was going to say about cardio and conditioning, you can work out at the gym all you want, but believe you me, there is nothing in the world that is quite like the cardiovascular demands of a wrestling match. There's nothing like it. And as this match wears on, Luke Phoenix will rediscover that.
His cardiovascular system may be in danger here as Davis has got him up in the air, driving all the air out of him, middle of the ring.
He has had a handful of matches around the country in small promotions. A handful of matches, but nothing to compare to how many matches Strangler Davis has had. Just gets a 2 count there. Nothing to compare to the level of matches, the pressure, the grand stage of his IPW.
I mean, what we were talking about earlier on, Dean, we said about the pressure that's on Davis. It's not just pressure that's on Davis because he's a singles competitor at this stage without Rob Lynch, but also it is for a potential shot at the IPW World title. It's not just for that beautiful trophy that we've seen at ringside, it's for a title shot. It doesn't get any bigger than that in IPW.
No. Yeah, you are 2 matches away from getting a shot at that belt, so theoretically you're 3 matches away from being the best in the world. Oh man, those chops are something else.
Oh, what a forearm reply there from Davis, though, grounding the attack of the Phoenix.
And you can see now that Luke Dragon Phoenix is starting to tire. This is what I was saying about. There is nothing that can replicate being in the ring, being in the middle of a match. You can train all you like, you can jog for miles and miles, but there's nothing that replicates this.
I'm not sure what you think, Dean, but I would probably say that the further this match goes, I think it probably favours Davis maybe slightly more than Phoenix. It's where Phoenix go high-risk game.
Oh, man, look at this. Sorry to interrupt
that's
you there.
fine. That's fine.
Stunt rider stretch there from Davis. My goodness, what a move.
You can interrupt for a move that looks that devastating.
That will pop your shoulder out in a heartbeat.
But where he's got more of a high-flying type game, if the longer the match goes, Phoenix is surely going to find it harder and harder to hit those moves. Like you said, it's all about the conditioning, and that will not help.
Just a 2 count. There are two two modes of offense that Luke Dragon Phoenix likes. One, as you said, is high flying. The other is martial arts style strikes. We've seen the chops and a few kicks. And as the match goes on, the more tired you get, the less... Oh, there we go. Nearly snuck a victory, but the more tired you get, the less impact those moves and those strikes have. Exploder suplex from Davis right in the middle of the ring.
Thank you so much for joining us on Facebook Live or the IPN. I've done it again, ladies and gentlemen. The IWN.
What's the name of the network?
It's IWN.
Tell me again.
I will get that right by December the 17th, by the way. We're going to have a show. It's called Undisputed. Do join us. Monsters Ball match. Abyss, Havoc, Austin Aries making an appearance. And whoever wins the Super 8 here this evening will get a guaranteed world title shot.
Against the world champion, who currently is Moose. That doesn't mean he will be by December 17th. Look at this surfboard from Davis. Shades of the great Steve Gray.
Oh, what does that feel like, Dean, to have your legs, your arms, your chest, everything twisted in the wrong places?
To put it very simply, your body doesn't bend that way normally. And this crowd getting right behind Luke Phoenix. I tell you what, the atmosphere here tonight is absolutely electric.
Some of those conditioning questions that we've been asking since the beginning of this contest, I think they're beginning to show, Dean. But Phoenix, he's not going to give up without a fight. That much we can certainly tell you.
Flurry of offense, is that desperation from Phoenix. Beautiful drop kick. Oh, man.
And Davis is in real trouble. And you hear that all from the crowd here in Tunbridge. They think it could be over. No, not on that exchange.
Again, we've seen it happen already tonight. Not putting enough pressure down on the shoulders. He was focusing too much on hooking that leg. The lateral press wasn't firm enough and he didn't get the pinfall.
Calling for the brainbuster, didn't lock it in quick enough.
So you can tell he hasn't been around. If he'd watched his Kid Lycos tapes, he'd know never to say,
oh,
brainbuster.
Goodness me, sorry, Dean, what a power bomb!
Wow.
That literally took the air out of the room for a split second.
And look at the face of Davis. He thought that was it. So did I.
Has the Phoenix got one more rise out of the ashes in him in this contest?
Davis was trying to get him for that St. George's cross. Oh. Phoenix now, you can see the cogs turning. He's wondering what to do. And that slight hesitation allows Davis to cut him off.
I would not like to be the returning Luke Dragon Phoenix right now, Dean.
He's going for the Davis roll off the middle rope.
Oh, my goodness!
Bye-bye ribs.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Dean, weakly got the shoulder up there.
Number one, I don't know how Luke Dragon Phoenix kicked out of that. Number two, if that hasn't injured or broken his ribs, I'll be very surprised.
And the theme that we've been talking about since the beginning of this contest, whoever wins this match has still got to go against a fairly fresh Dave Mastiff, RJ Singh and Andy Simmons. Davis
trying to get that stranglehold on. The Cobra Clutch variation, and there he's trying it, he's trying to get it. But
Phoenix reverses, he reverses! No!
I thought Phoenix was going to nick it then.
Roll up again, Scarborough's there! He's got him!
He's done it! Oh my God, Luke Phoenix has done it!
Here is
oh man!
That was uncalled for.
Well, we said the pressure was on Davis to get the win, and the pressure's just boiled over. And he's going for that stranglehold now.
Luke Dragon Phoenix has won this match fair and square, Dean. This is completely reprehensible. On his return, he's got another match. How the hell is he going to be able to get through that? This is terrible, Dean.
You say it's terrible, but let's think about this for a moment. If Luke Dragon Phoenix won the whole thing and became world champion, who's the first person he's going to want to have a match against? James Davis.
Yeah, but you say that, Dean. Look at what he's doing to him. He's not going to make it. He's not going to make it through that final match.
Yeah, you make a very good point there. I don't think there's that much of Luke Dragon Phoenix left to scrape off the canvas here.
Luke
Davis just walks away. Job done.
Well, Luke Dragon Phoenix has won this. But how much has he lost in the process? That's the question.
The Super 8 final is effectively a three-way. Let's put it like that.
Absolutely. Back to his feet, which is at least good to see, but really is favouring those ribs. Luke Dragon Phoenix is your final entrant into the Super 8, but as we've just been discussing, whether or not he's going to be able to mount any sort of offense in that contest, like you say, it could be a three-way. It could be a three-way contest.
It's effectively a three-way contest.
Absolutely. We're now going to turn our attention to the brewing rivalry between Sid Scala, the savvy one, and Lewis Howley. This has been brewing for months before they even came to IPW. It's been a Fight Nation thing, and it's boiled all the way over to here today.
All the way over, we had at our last Rochester Super Show, Lewis Howley cost Sid Scala his shot at the All England title, held at the time by Earl Black Jr. I believe we've got some footage of that we're going to go to now, and then we're going to see what happens after that. So let's go back and have a look over the background between Sid Scala and Lewis Howley.
Lightning Lewis, out of absolutely nowhere, coming to the aid of savvy Sid Scala. What a move by Scala, and Howley, and there's a kick. The one leg breaker! What move by Scala and Howley! They got him!
Wait a minute!
Oh, wait a minute! Oh, Lewis! Oh, Sid didn't know! Sid didn't see! Lewis is warming up that big boot, I believe! Oh no! Oh my goodness me! Lewis just took Sid's head off! The communication issues have reared their ugly head. He went for the tag. Lightning Lewis just dropped off the apron and just spied Sid Scala's face. What was that? What has Lightning Lewis gone and done? Completely leaving Sid Scala at the mercy of the spitting in his face.
The following contest is a singles grudge match set for one fall. Making his way to the ring, Savvy Sid Scala!
No scooter, no smiles, no cheering. Sid Scala comes out with a chair and he's looking all business, Ricky.
I have never seen Sid Scala look so intense. Never.
This is personal.
Absolutely.
This is very, very personal.
And his opponent, representing the collective, Lewis Howley!
Well, Lewis Howley. Look, is that a white flag he thinks he's waving, Dean?
Yeah, thrown in the towel or something. He is quite reluctant to get in there with Sid Scala, especially when he's branching a chair.
Well, as we've just all witnessed exactly why Lewis Howley is looking at a man waving a steel chair at him.
Well, he just said, I surrender.
I surrender. Oh, come on. After what he's put Sid through, all of these months, 2017's been ruined for Sid Scala. Sid could actually be the All England champion by now.
That chair's been taken away. Now, maybe that means that Lewis Howley will want to get in the ring.
Now the danger is past, so to speak. But Sid is just saying to referee Tom Scarborough, I want him. I want him. You make sure he gets in here. He's making sure this match happens. Very tentative here by Lewis Howley. How Sid is composing himself here, Dean, I do not know.
Called being professional, I guess. But
Oh, he didn't last very long. Oh, wait a minute. From behind, Dean. From behind.
Oh, the collective are in. Sammy Smooth just holding the leg of Sid Scala, and look at this, like a pack of vultures.
It's an absolute mugging.
They're not a pack of wolves, they're vultures.
The IPW Tag Team Champions using the numbers game to beat down Savvy Sid Scala. He was looking to get revenge, and instead he's got another notch to add to his revenge post.
You notice how these guys didn't want to get involved with Dave Mastiff, but when it comes to a guy the size of Sid Scala, they're only too happy.
Like you said, vultures. If they were wolves, they'd stand and fight no matter who it was. They're vultures. They've come to try and pick the bones. What are they doing now? What is
Lewis is taking his belt off, and he's going to give him an old country style whipping.
This is completely uncalled for, Dean. What did Sid Scala? What did he ever do to you?
Man.
He gave you a tag team partner. He was your best friend. What did he ever do to you apart from support your career? He's the real stuff. This is absolutely sickening.
This whole thing came about from Howley getting fed up that he thought the centre of attention on the tag team was Sid Scala.
Tom Scarborough just said if they don't clear out immediately, they will be suspended for 6 months.
6 months. And then what would happen? The tag belts would have to be vacated. They're going to get their priorities right, and they've decided that holding those tag belts is the most important thing to them as the collective.
Look at Sid's back. Look at Sid's back, Dean.
Oh my goodness me, that looks awful.
Well, the collective have been ushered from inside. I don't know why Lewis Howley is looking so angry. What did Sid ever do to him?
I'm the real star. That tells you everything that's going on in the mind of Lewis Howley.
Look at the back there, Dean. Look at the welts.
Oh, man.
Look at the redness of the skin on the back of Savvy Sid Scala.
Well, there's obviously no match happening. This one's a no contest. It never got started. Sid Scala in no fit state to continue.
The tag team champions have just turned up and laid waste.
And the collective have just robbed us of what was going to be a fantastic match that we all wanted to see.
Savvy Sid Scala and Lewis Howley has been ruled a no contest because of the heinous actions we have just witnessed perpetrated by Lewis Howley and the collective. Terrible scenes. But it's now time for our main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the final of the UK Super 8. It will be Dave Mastiff. It will be RJ Singh. It will be Andy Simmons. And it will be, if he's able to compete, and we're not really sure at this stage, Luke Dragon Phoenix.
We have got 4 of the very best, 4 of the best wrestlers in the UK. And as the late, great Lance Russell would have said, this one should be a dandy. Let's go to Chris Hatch for the introductions for our UK Super 8 2017 final.
The following contest is a fatal four-way elimination match where the winner will be declared the 2017 UK Super 8 winner. Introducing first.
And there you see the trophy they're all fighting for, but not just that, it's the title match they want as well. December 17th in Rochester.
From the Black Country, he's big, he's bad, he's Dave Mastiff!
We said at the top of the broadcast when Dave Mastiff was coming out that he may well be the odds-on favourite to win the Super 8 this year in IPW. He was also the first man to get into the final. He has had the entire evening to rest in. Surely he's in the best shape out of the four competitors.
Absolutely, he's had the most break, the longest break. He's the biggest, he's the baddest, the heaviest guy in the tournament.
Introducing the second participant.
I think all focus for the other wrestlers should be on trying to eliminate Mastiff from this tournament final to give yourself the best possible chance.
From Hertfordshire, he is the King, R.J. Singh!
RJ Singh went through that war with Danny Duggan to book his place in the final. I'm not sure he's going to relish the idea necessarily of getting into Dave Mastiff on his own, but with how fresh Dave Mastiff is going to be. But there's going to be two other men in, well, we think there's going to be two other men in the ring. Of course, we still don't know the condition of Luke Dragon Phoenix.
And your third wrestler in the contest. He is a former two-time IPW World Champion, Andy Simmons!
And Andy Simmons, of course, he booked his place by taking out former Z-Force champion Rob Sharp. And Andy Simmons, it's been a very long time since he held the IPW World Championship. Two-time former champion, of course. Can he make it free? If he wants to make it free, he's going to have to get through the men in the ring right now.
And introducing your final competitor.
Well, here we go then, Dean.
It's the moment of truth.
The music has hit. Unfortunately, I cannot see the curtain moving at the moment. There is the Super 8 trophy. Will Luke Dragon Phoenix get a chance?
From Birmingham, Luke Dragon Phoenix!
Well, Chris Hatch has introduced him, and normally that is the time a wrestler is going to come out, and there is still no sign. Is that Super 8 trophy going to elude Luke Dragon Phoenix?
Well, we're just seeing nice, pretty close-ups of the trophy because there's no Luke Phoenix to come out, and well, I guess there's our answer. It's a three-way contest.
You called it, Dean. You said it was going to be a three-way in the end, and it looks like that's exactly what's happened.
I mean, the guy, or maybe not, I don't know. We were looking forward to having a final with 4 IPW originals, but I guess it's going to be 3 IPW originals. Oh, no.
Wait a minute. They're trying to stop him. They're trying to stop him.
From Birmingham, Luke Dragon Phoenix!
They're trying to stop him, Dean. I see Rob Sharp there. I see Danny Duggan. Everyone's trying to hold him back, saying, don't do it. Oh, wait a minute. One man who doesn't like weighing about.
Oh, no. He's not even seen it yet.
No, come on now. Completely no need for Dave Mastiff to do this whatsoever.
He's just trying to help Luke Phoenix make up his mind as to
What are
whether he
you-
wants
what are
to be in this match
Yeah,
or
but
not.
you say that, Dean. He's attacked him from behind. What is he thinking? Luke Dragon Phoenix has already been beat to a pulp.
No!
No!
My God! Power bomb on the stage. There's no giving that.
Big, bad, and dangerous to know, Dave Mastiff.
And Andy Simmons attacking RJ Singh. Andy Simmons realizing this. It's on. It's on, and it's a three-way.
Luke Dragon Phoenix barely made it out the curtain the second time of asking, Dean, and he made it out the curtain, and he has been wiped out by the odds-on favourite to leave here the winner of the UK Super 8. What a way to start the final contest here this evening.
So, as I was saying, it's a three-way contest.
Absolutely. The twisted genius is always right in the end.
I'm glad it's taken you only one show to realise this.
Well, we are live on IPN,
No, we're not.
IWN. I threw that one in there just to keep everybody on their toes.
Keep your eyes open!
What's the name of the network, Ricky?
IPN,
No, it isn't.
IWN.
Good man.
Simmons has got Singh down, hooks the leg. 2 says referee Tom Scarborough. I mean, at the moment, there is a dual thing going on here. I think you can see occasionally that there is a freeway in the match. But I mean, I'm actually quite concerned for Luke Dragon Phoenix, who is still by the entranceway. He is still down. He has not moved.
He's not going to move either. Now, if I was Andy Simmons and RJ Singh, I'd be trying to team up on Dave Mastiff, not the two of these guys teaming up on RJ Singh. Because Andy Simmons is then going to have to take on Dave Mastiff by himself.
That's the conversation it looks like they're having right now, making sure they're on the same page. Andy Simmons knows which horse he wants to back in this contest. Every man for himself, though, Dean. It's an elimination match.
It is an elimination match, but there's an element of strategy in this. And I'm saying right now that Andy Simmons has got it wrong. Dave Mastiff will happily help Andy Simmons team up against RJ Singh and eliminate another person and then knock off Andy Simmons and go on to IPW Undisputed on the 17th of December with a world title shot.
So as we've been saying all along, Dave Mastiff is not just the odds-on favourite for the night, he's the odds-on favourite in this match right now. Like you said, if Andy Simmons gets rid of RJ Singh and it's left to Mastiff, Mastiff is the most rested. Andy Simmons, I think, was in the third qualifier. Mastiff's had the entire evening just to sit back, relax, scout the matches, see what's been going on.
Yep. Incidentally, just to my right, I can see IPW medic Chris Appleton treating Luke Phoenix. And when Chris Appleton's out, you know that you're in trouble. Let's put it like that. When Jimmy Havoc took my head off with a Rainmaker, Chris Appleton was the one who checked I was still alive.
And you were alive, luckily.
Fortunately, yes.
Luckily to tell that tale.
I don't know how much longer RJ Singh's going to be with us if he carries on with this treatment.
Chris Appleton might need to get to the ring.
You ready for this?
Working as a team here, Simmons and Mastiff to get rid of Singh.
Well, the odds are stacked against RJ Singh. How is he meant to compete against two men, especially, well, almost 2.5 men the size of Mastiff?
Oh no! RJ Singh! Somehow a little bit of ethereal magic from his brain enabled him to get out of that situation. RJ Singh going against two former IPW world champions here.
Oh, beautiful! Double springboard elbow. And the odds, I keep saying it, but the odds really are stacked against him. Moonsault body block.
Could get rid of Mastiff here. 2. Oh, wait a second.
Ricky, just to the side of me here, Luke Dragon Phoenix is literally crawling down the steps to get to the ring. This is crazy. Our medic has said,
Oh, there's absolute chaos and pandemonium going here. Luke Dragon Phoenix is trying hard to get himself to even just stand up.
I don't know if you can pick up what's happening in my microphone, but our medic Chris Appleton is just saying to him, don't go in there, you'll risk injuring yourself even further. But
he's already been injured. He's already finding it hard to stand, finding it hard to hold his ribs in place. Luke Dragon Phoenix has crawled, literally he has crawled from the entranceway down a set of stairs and is crawling inch by inch towards the ring. I don't think that's a wise move, Dean.
This is crazy talk from Luke Dragon Phoenix. Meanwhile, in the ring, Dave Mastiff is just elbowing the ever-loving you-know-what out of RJ Singh.
What heart you're seeing.
What's Simmons saying now?
From Luke Dragon Phoenix. Uh-oh. Well,
there's tension in the alliance. Simmons seems to want...
Oh
no! Simmons wanted Mastiff to lay off Singh, just pin him and end the match, and instead these two are now coming to blows.
And I think that's got it right. For a moment it was favouring RJ Singh. If I'd have been Singh though, I would have actually tried to take a moment to myself, Dean, get out of the way of it. Andy Simmons berating the crowd here in Tunbridge. Absolutely no call for that in this day and age. It's not looking good for RJ Singh here, Dean.
Oh no. Luke Dragon Phoenix is kind of clambering to the ring. He's got a hand on the ring post. I mean...
Singh might be about to go flying.
The alliance is back on, I think. They're going for a
double
no. Superplex.
If those ropes are not reinforced, there's a problem. Mustache and Andy Simmons are about to finish RJ Singh.
Luke Dragon Phoenix.
Wait a minute! On the side of the ring! Splash for the Phoenix! He doesn't end! Simmons is down! I don't believe it, Dean!
Simmons is eliminated.
Andy Simmons has been eliminated.
That is the damnedest thing I have ever seen.
You have literally just taken the words out of my mouth. I was literally just going to say this is crazy. A splash right on those ribs. Those ribs, remember in that match with Davis, I said from that second rope Davis roll, I said if those ribs aren't injured, I'll be very surprised. And the fact that those ribs are taped up tells us they obviously are.
He can't even get it. He can't even keep his shoulder up, Dean. We watched him crawl from that entranceway to the ring, and it took him over 6-7 minutes to get to the ring. How on earth he had the energy to get to the top rope and hit that splash? I will never know.
They might as well start engraving Dave Mastiff's name on that trophy now.
This completely favours Mastiff, of course.
Oh man!
RJ Singh's already being destroyed in this contest.
Singh telegraphed. He telegraphed that. Oh, here we go! Cannon! Oh! It's gotta be over.
RJ Singh's not moving at all, and this is one-on-one now.
RJ Singh has been eliminated.
I think you've called it from the very beginning, Dean. Dave Mastiff is the last man really standing at this point.
I mean, this isn't a contest. Look at this. Look at the condition of Dave Mastiff. Look at the condition of Luke Dragon Phoenix. Look at the size of the two of them. This is like trying to swat a moth with an anti-aircraft missile.
Absolutely, Luke Dragon Phoenix. He's hit one move of offense in the last, 15, 20 minutes. He spent most of the time on the canvas.
I mean,
since he's been in the ring.
Credit where it's due. That one bit of offense he hit got a pinfall. So you
absolutely.
know,
well, yes. If you're going by ratio per move, that is insane.
But unfortunately, he's got the man who just powerbombed him almost through that stage. The man who is the freshest man in this contest.
This isn't a one-on-one contest. This is a procession. This is a coronation as far as I'm concerned now, Dean. Luke Dragon Phoenix, he can't even get to a seated position, let alone stand. Oh,
here we go.
Oh, no, get on those ribs.
Wheel kick. And out of nowhere, a desperation move from Phoenix.
How is Luke Dragon Phoenix standing?
Oh,
You've got to
come
be
on.
kidding me, Dean!
No way!
Oh no!
Oh, no.
Backfire! He's going for another powerbomb! No! Oh, my
God.
goodness me! Must have just absolutely wiped him out! One powerbomb wasn't bad enough. Big bad Mastiff gives him a second.
Luke Phoenix was 31. He'll be missed by all his wrestling fans. My goodness me.
If it was a procession or a coronation before, I have no idea what it is now. Literally, I felt the room visibly move up about an inch after that powerbomb.
There is no give on that stage. There is no give on the edge of that ring. That's metal struts all around the edge of that ring. There's nothing there to cushion your blow.
Mastiff, he's just got to put a foot on him. He doesn't need to do anything here, Dean.
I think he's lining up a senton.
Oh no, he's done enough.
Look at that. Look at the smile on his face.
This is overkill, Dean. He doesn't need to do this.
Yep.
Go!
I know Dave Mastiff well.
What a valiant effort from Luke Dragon Phoenix in this contest. Wait a minute! No!
How in the hell did he just kick out of that?
When you think about what Luke Dragon Phoenix has taken this evening, he's taken a powerbomb on the apron, he's taken a powerbomb on the entranceway. He was destroyed, his ribcage was destroyed by Davis in the earlier qualifying match. How is Luke Dragon Phoenix even conscious, let alone fighting?
He's just had 22 stone, 308 pounds crash down on his ribs, and I think Mastiff is going up to the second rope.
We need to get
do it
medic
again.
We need to get medic Chris Appleton down here. This match should be stopped, Dean. It shouldn't be carrying on.
The referee Tom Scarborough has it within his powers to stop the match if he wants.
He should have done that already.
He's an experienced referee. He's deciding the match continues.
Nobody moved. Luke Dragon Phoenix somehow moved.
That was thanks to Scarborough.
Whoa, he took out Dave Mastiff, and I think he took out the first row here at Tunbridge as well. How is he getting Dave Mastiff into the ring, Dean? How has he picked him up at the stage?
Adrenaline. It's pure adrenaline. He wants this. He wants this more than anything. He's going up to the top rope. Is this really going? Is this actually happening?
I cannot believe it! Back ribs and all! Mastiff takes the splash! He's got it, Dean! 2! I don't believe it! I don't believe
Oh my
it!
God! Luke Phoenix has just won the Super 8! Luke Phoenix has just won! Luke Phoenix is going to Rochester for a world title match! I can't believe what's happening! Let's get the official announcement to confirm that this is actually happening!
Amazing!
Dave Mastiff has been eliminated. Your winner and the winner of the 2017 UK Super 8 Tournament, Luke Dragon Phoenix!
That is one of the most unbelievable, incredible comebacks I have ever witnessed in my life.
After 10 years, Dean, he was away for 10 years, and then he has had a night with a night as good as that. That is one of the best performances I've ever seen.
Well, Luke Phoenix will go on to the 17th of December, UK Undisputed at Rochester, where he will face the world champion. What an amazing contest. Well, this is just unbelievable. Luke Phoenix is your winner.
Incredible scenes.
And there's everyone here on their feet for Luke Dragon Phoenix, the winner of the UK Super 8 2017. the #1 contender to the world title. And you know what? Dreams do come true and fairy tales do happen. And that man right there is living proof of that.